I've heard of audience participation shows, but this is ridiculous.
Hello, everybody. Welcome along to Friday Night Shite. With me, as always, is guest number one, looking very Rick Mayerly. Hello, guest number one, Swappers. Are you all right, sir?
Yeah, I believe that was one of Rick Mayer's catchphrases.
Oh, I thought you were doing somebody else for a moment there, and I was starting to panic. Istophobos, thank you for joining us. Hail, chap. I'll say that before Istophobos does.
Okay, hello, everybody. Cheers. Good to be here.
Well, that was short and sweet. Very efficient. Joining us tonight, totally by surprise. I didn't expect to see you, but nice to have you with us tonight, the Wayfarer Project.
Good evening, world.
And we say good evening to you too. And as always, everybody's favourite sex droid. He's the robot that can lube you up. He can squeeze in between banthas and huts. And he can put that lube right in the sweet spot. The one, the only, Z3PO. Welcome.
Oh, hello. Anybody fancy bum?
Somebody's already asked that in the chat tonight if they fancied a bum.
Well, they're first at the queue then.
Well, nice. Hello to everybody in the chat, especially Fancy a Bum. We've got Feltz5 with us tonight. Destron Solar's in there modding. Franco Walker. Hello, Franco. Says hello to you, Wayfarer.
Hello, Franco.
We've got Paul Dutch Dicko, Melvin Deeply. Who else is in there? Let's see. Oh, Gamer. Hello, Gamer. He's doing a bit of yard work, so he's listening to us while he gets his yard work done. So, take care, mate. Don't do anything too overly strenuous. We don't want you mucking your back up. Now, tonight on the cards, we're doing a bit of Alien Earth, Episode 7. Also, Peacemaker, Episode 5. But I just thought I'd start with Bonnie Blue getting punched in the gob. Anybody hear about that one?
Well,
it's a good job they didn't punch her in the muff because they'd have lost their arm, I tell you.
it was a long time coming. I mean, let's face it.
Oh, good.
Oh, brunts. Are you here all week?
I am.
It's usually a short day
dear.
for you, Istophobos.
We wouldn't know. Is there something going off here that we shouldn't tell anybody about, Wayfarer?
I don't know how that rumor got started, but at my age, nothing happens quickly.
Well, everything starts off small, doesn't it? And then a bit like a snowball rolling down a hill, it gathers a bit of momentum, and before you know it, it's an avalanche.
Oh, yeah.
Or sometimes, in my case, it just stays small.
And then you're covered in a big wall of white.
Oh, hello.
Could this get any more messy from it?
I knew you'd react to that one, old Z3PO. You practiced in multiple techniques, over 6 million forms of sexual communication. I'm a bit jealous, really.
He actually has more attachments than R2D2 as well.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He's just like he's a mini dildo, isn't he? R2D2.
I think dildo, we call him.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Do
you know what always does me? Do you know what always does me about Star Wars? And this has been the biggest gripe about the prequels. So Darth Vader makes C-3PO, doesn't recognize him in any of the films. What the fuck is that all about?
It was a memory he wanted to forget.
Yeah, like watching the J.J. Abrams Star Wars stuff. I'm still trying to forget that.
Wait, are we done with Bonnie Blue already?
No. We're going back to Bonnie Blue. Apparently, she took her bang bus to Sheffield last night. And during a nightclub event, she was meeting up with people and having a selfie took with people. And she called somebody a fat fuck. And the guy that she called a fat fuck slapped her in. Well, he didn't slap her. He punched her in the jaw, apparently.
Ooh.
But looking at the CCTV, it wasn't that exciting. So maybe she's making more of a meal out of it just for the free publicity.
Just for the record, is her last name spelled B-L-E-W or B-L-U-E?
It's B-L-U-E, but a woman hit her too on the Barely Legal tour in Sheffield.
Yeah, well, it's funny that something about Sheffield.
So a woman queues up to meet her and waited for hours. When she gets up to her, she slugs her in the face and yells at her that she's damaging feminism.
Oh.
She was getting revenge for stealing all of her boyfriends or something.
Thing is, though, these feminists have all got faces like slapped arses or wet weekends in Wigan.
Yeah, I want to see a picture of the woman who hit her because...
Well, nothing's come out as of yet, and Bonnie Blue's not released any photos. She's obviously busy in the bang bus because it's Freshers' Week in Sheffield outside. It wouldn't have been Sheffield University because there's two universities in Sheffield. Sheffield University is like the posh one, right? And then there's Chef Hallam University, which is like borderline Greendale Community College. all they need is the the Greendale human being and a dean who's slightly camp.
Oh, I know lots of deans who are camp.
Really?
Goes with the name.
Really? Oh.
I'm going to guess that she had blue hair, a nose ring, multiple tattoos around her body, multiple piercings, and maybe a beer gut.
Ooh.
Oh, you never know.
I'm
That's the
just
icing on
guessing.
Hater Rodent, Star Wars died in 1983, apparently. I'd agree with that assessment.
Oh, it didn't die. It carried on for quite a few years after that. It died when Disney bought it.
Sebastian Shaw belongs in the edit, in the real edit of Return of the Jedi.
I'll never accept Hayden in that role. That was just sacrilege.
Thank God there are fans that are getting hold of the right amount of material to make 4K versions and Blu-ray versions of, the original edits.
Yeah, I've got some beautiful ones that are as close to theatrical as you can get.
Hands up here who doesn't have Star Wars 4K 77. There we go.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
have
a good
4K anything actually.
Well, I heard a rumor that there was some dodgy dealings going on, where George Lucas sort of sold a bit of Star Wars back to Fox on the condition that he owned the original edit of Star Wars. That's why he did the reimagined versions of the first 3 theatrical releases. So when he finally got his hands on the print of Star Wars, rumor has it he destroyed it after he did all the tinkering. Anybody else hear that one?
Yeah, but I'm not sure I believe it.
But it doesn't matter because the British Film Institute have got an original print, which they showed.
Well, apparently not. Apparently George Lucas was the only one to have an official print.
Yeah, I don't think he was being honest about that, or maybe he was just ignorant. But, back when that came out, theaters actually owned the prints that they bought.
Well, they had every right to.
Yeah, I would imagine there's several original prints floating around. It would be cool if they, on one of the storage locker shows, where like somebody buys a storage locker and finds the original Star Wars.
Yeah. I hate those kind of TV shows. Just quickly, Brian in the chat, says Bonnie Blue will be in Leeds shortly. She'll be stinking a pot knacker. I don't doubt that in the slightest. Probably Selby grill steak. That's probably her favourite flavour. Yeah, but it's good, really. I mean, they're the wrong kind of role models in society. When girls start admiring somebody who can get railed by 600 guys in one sitting.
I mean, the first stage... The first stage of this evil was OnlyFans, wasn't it? And it's this escalated to this kind of, if you can call Bonnie Blue a role model, that's the next step.
It's always kind of existed as soon as the internet started gaining momentum, if you think about it.
Yeah, true.
Which is a lot sad, really. And, I think that certain ideologies haven't helped either, because a lot of young girls are encouraged to be like that. That's your right to be like that. And if you want to fire it out, if you get yourself caught in any bother, you have every right to do that because it's your body. Anyway, I'm not going to go down that dark and dirty path, but I just thought we'd quickly mention that about Bonnie Blue.
You mean
Mr. Phobos, go on, you're dying to tell me something.
Yeah, you mean like all of her all the men who have gone literally down that dark and dirty path.
Exactly.
No,
Melvin says for £2, Wrench World of Sport, is Blonnie Blue the skinny bird from Avatar? I like it. That's a pot knacker. Hey, I tell you something. The Christmas party for us lot, right? It's going to be immense. It's going to be pot knackers all the way. Get your fill, lads. Fill your boots.
Pot knackers all round.
Yeah. Hey, I was just looking at the schedule for December, and I'm really excited about it because at the beginning of December, the motion picture, the director's edition, which was the original release, really. It was the first release that I saw anyway. So then we're going to do Wrath of Khan, Star Trek 3, Star Trek 4, and Star Trek 6.
Excellent.
I was going to do First Contact, but I'll do that as the first Just Great movies of 2026.
Ooh, very nice.
It is. It's going to be wonderful.
I'm going to be up for all of those.
Oh, lovely.
Star Trek movies. I love
I heard you used to be a bus conductor, but you got the sack for letting everybody go all the way for 40p.
when are you going to screen Bonnie Blue's Thousand Man Gangbang?
We are not. We don't do that on this channel. It used to be a sort of a quasi family channel, but nothing pervy, nothing rude. We can sort of skirt around the rim of this subject, but we won't actually enter the event horizon and go into the black hole, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
we are Generation X after all.
Yeah, we're allowed to do that.
That she was at Freshers Week because she is the diametric opposite of being fresh.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, this started before OnlyFans, though. Women are more social, and their currency is attention. So the moment the internet formed, it gave them the ability to get a lot more attention than they would normally be able to get in their daily lives.
Oh, give over! You're starting to sound like that spinner fella. Oh my God! Woo.
Who?
I'm guessing that's him in the chat. Psyche Electro Acoustic Opera Company.
That's my wife.
Oh, sorry, I take that back then. Hello, Mrs. Wayfarer. I've heard you've got a nice rack, and I'm not being rude. Is there any Behringer equipment in there, Wayfarer? I'm sure we've had this conversation.
In where?
In the rack. Anyway, moving swiftly on. You killed the stream, yay! I'm going to write that down. Wayfarer killed it.
Blame it on me.
I did. Are we going to touch on Terminal List Dark Wolf as well?
Not on this episode, because I am slowly getting through the episodes, right? And I'd rather sort of know what I'm talking about. I've seen the film, right? So I couldn't really base anything just on seeing the film. So once I've caught up with the episodes, we can all get geared up towards that. But I thought I'd concentrate on the fact that Alien Earth has luckily got one more episode to go. We're at episode 7. So next Wednesday is episode 8. And I knew this was going to go the distance. This is going to carry on and on and on for as long as Noah Hawley can keep getting 325.2 million an episode, which is ridiculous, really. The quality, what we're getting, does not match what's being paid. Mm-hmm. Hello to Carl Voigtlander in the chat. Rodents in there too. Sword in the Storm. Mrs. Wayfarer. Psyche Electroacoustic Opera Company. I like that. That's like a posh version of ELO.
Well,
Adam Gray, who's in the chat, says, "Hello, you can'ts. We're not can'ts. We cans." Anyway. I'll be playing a trailer for him a little bit later on, because it is a B-sides night, kids. You're allowed to stay up late. It's a B-sides night. Also, tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK time, Dan Hadley's Spacebook Live tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. Dan, who came on the very first ever episode of anything we ever did on the channel, had a whale of a time after he finished having an argument with somebody in the chat, and that was just awesome. It made great viewing, but Dan's calmed down now, and he's all good, to be fair. But Dan, we're a big fan of Dan here on the channel. So are we going to get to it then? Anybody want to, I don't know, let's make an informed decision. Where do we want to go first? Do we want to go to Peacemaker episode 5, which was shite, or Alien Earth episode 7, which was even shiterer?
let's start with Peacemaker, because once we go down that retarded road of Alien, I'm not sure we'll ever get out.
Why is that started on slide 13? I am... there we go. That's it. Everybody gets a turbo of the slides. And I'm sorry for the quality of the slides tonight, people, because VLC has... I don't know what's happened to it. It's been great up to press. Last week was fantastic. I even commented on how great the neon looked. But all of a sudden, it's this drab and boring, lackluster set of colours. Anyway, I found an alternative that does pretty good screen grabs. So, Peacemaker episode 5. God, it just gets worse. Back to the Suture episode 5.
Oh dear.
Anybody see this shit show apart from me and Phobos?
What is the point of Michael Rooker's B plot here? It just... like, what the hell is it doing in there, even?
Well, I think, judging on last week's show, where we basically got, Dr. Manhattan crossed with Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy, I think it's just a bit of a callback. It's James Gunn flexing, because he likes Rooker for some reason.
Yeah, he needed to stretch out to 8 episodes, and he didn't have enough. He didn't have enough for 2 episodes, but... he sort of had this idea for a one shot, and he just edited it in these. I mean, it just, the pacing is bad enough without constantly cutting to a half naked Rooker eating bird shit, carrying around a ridiculous
Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking, if he's got such a raspy voice, does it hurt him to talk?
Like Brian Adams.
And I mean, as with most of
Michael
the show,
Rooker.
It's
Sorry, go on.
Just pointless, as with the rest of the show. A little more happened in this episode. I actually have to say it was...
not a deal, though.
No, but this is a perfect point to stop watching the episode, actually. The way it ended, you could just never watch it again and have your nice little wrapped up ending.
Well, we don't want to give too much away just yet, because we're trying as best to spoil it for people. We start off in a park. Peacemaker's arranged to meet Amelia Hardcore, and it's a bit of a setup because Argus want to bust him, because Rick Flag's dad has got a hard-on for Peacemaker. He wants to get some revenge. So Hardcore more or less tries to put him off. I mean, Chris knew where everybody was set up. He knew where all the perches were, where everybody else were. And he kind of avoided everything. Even I thought the bit with the little munchkin with the tranquilizer gun was... they could have done a re-edit, to be a bit more tasteful of recent events. But I'm guessing DC's all the way to the left now, so they've politicised that, which is a shame. I notice how Chris is still wearing that shirt from 2 episodes ago. He must fucking reek.
Well, Zaslav, the head of Warner Brothers, is conservative, so...
Really?
He does, yeah, very much. That's why the rest of Hollywood hates him. And so
that's why Warner Brothers goes after everybody who uses a screen grab of their IPs.
I just noticed, what's the point of having a bipod if you're going to freehand the rifle anyway? He was holding it up and just having that thing dangle off the front. It was stupid.
Yeah. I so want to twat this judo master. Yeah. Little bastard.
Oh, he's such a shitbag, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's even got he sounds like a second year at secondary school or high school. I don't know how American school structures are worked out, but he does. He sounds like somebody in the first or second year at secondary school who you just want to twat. Hello to Tradwife Sweeney in the chat and Wirren of Bly. Thank you for joining us. If you want to chuck us a pot knacker, greatly appreciated. So anyway, after a bit of a thing where Harcourt more or less says, "You're a bad shag, fuck off," she's done that on purpose so he goes away. So Argus step in and try and take Peacemaker, excuse me. And the first guy who comes up to me twats him and uses him as a human shield, which is quite funny. I've noticed as well, Cena's doing a lot of advertising over on Netflix for this match he's got lined up. I don't know who the other guy is, but I didn't really invest too much into the advert. Did anybody else see that on the Netflix platform?
No.
Yeah, because all the WWF stuff's gone on there, hasn't it? And they're doing all these little side hustles to get everybody watching WWE again. Anybody know who he's taking on in the chat? Because it was just so forgettable. So anyway, Cena is just, I don't know, he's just so lackluster in this season. And he even looks lackluster.
He looks
and
tired.
I noticed, yeah. And we've got a bionic Latina now. There's her name's Bordeaux.
Yeah, I think having to submit to the Chinese people running him through while he got on his knees and kowtowed to them really wore his ass out.
More than likely. Sword in the Storm says he doesn't have Netflix. I don't either. I'm logged into somebody else's account. In fact, I'm logged into a lot of other people's accounts, but, you know, that's the nature of the beast. What was I going to say? I've totally forgot now. Now, our cyborg Latina. And did anybody notice the $6 Million Man sound effects when she was using her eye? Anybody notice that?
No,
Shout out.
It was a bit of a callback, so James Gunn obviously watched reruns of the $6 Million Man. So she's got a kill shot with a 90% chance of taking him out. And as she's about to take this shot, Arco comes in and does like a flying grab kick, throws him down, and she chokes him out. And she's done that for a reason. She secretly loves Chris, basically. But she doesn't want to admit it because she's trying to get her feet back under the table in the spy community because Waller's basically poisoned her well. So the only gig she could get was working for Rick Flag's dad. And at the moment, there's a bit of a thing going off because the Latina girl, Bordeaux, she's sniffing around Flag's dad. And he's getting a bit of a semi-on for her. But Arco can see what's happening. And there's this whole dynamic of like white chick versus Latina chick. Did anybody else pick up on that later?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm just happy they didn't start making out with each other. Although in this case, it might have been interesting.
There is time. Don't fucking say it. James Gunn might do a quick rewrite. So Economos, who's the biggest pussy in the DCU, books Chris in because Rick Flag's dad is basically kicking the shit out of Chris. And so he books him in. Because he's booked in and on the system, he can't be too fucked up because if he has to go to the cops, there will be damage. There she is, bionic Latina. She must be about 5'1", and I bet she's a real nasty shag.
But at least they give an in-story reason for her to be a girl boss, since she's a cyborg. Yeah. So when she beats up a 300-pound dude, like at least it's not quite as implausible as when Harcourt does it.
I don't know. What would you sooner have? Latina chick or blonde chick beating the shit out of you? No preference?
Why not both?
Yeah. Why not have best of both worlds?
You know how expensive that is?
I bet her muff stinks of beans, you know. I bet she smells like the fucking toilet in a Taco Bell in Texas.
Oh, I'll take Sydney Sweeney beating my ass. But
there's no Dave here, man. You're at the wrong party.
Not this particular blonde chick, though.
Yeah, and then we go on to this bit of a side story of Eagly. And Michael Rooker's Hunter takes out an eagle, which at first we think is Eagly. But it turns out that, what is it? It's not the Alpha Eagle, is it? It's like the Supreme Eagle or something.
The Supreme Eagle didn't get killed. This was just...
Yeah, I know, but it turns out Eagly is the Supreme Eagle.
Yeah. So this was just an unlucky NPC eagle.
Yeah. So Rooker's about to get like fucked up, and Eagly's like, yeah, fuck him up. And it turns out he is, in fact, the Supreme Eagle. He gets free pot knackers. In the meantime, Chris has pretty much got fucked off with his reality. And he wants to go into that other reality where he's got his dad and his dad's okay. and he's got his brother back, and he's got a version of Hardcore he can actually have a relationship with. If Hardcore hadn't have turned him down in the beginning, then he wouldn't be doing what he's doing now. He thinks the grass is greener. So he sets off his magic, whatever the fuck it is, MacGuffin, that controls the door. And then we get this little bastard judo master. I so want to see him get fucked up. All he does is sit eating fucking flaming hot Cheetos all the time. It's all he does. And it's funny this.
Put a gun in his mouth and
yeah. Everybody thinks he's Mexican, but apparently he said he was. Did he say he was Korean or Vietnamese? He said he was Vietnamese, didn't he?
Yeah, and to which Michael Rooker responds, "Well, Chinamen have to come from somewhere."
Yeah. You've got to have the token racist Southern character. Yeah. I noticed that. There's always a punctuation mark, racist or typical white old man. So anyway, he gets impressed with this door, leaves a bit of a note, and he goes through too. And just as, oh God, I can never say her name right, Abadabadadeo.
I just call her Amanda Waller's daughter.
I call her the fat lesbo from Orange is the New Black.
Yeah, the obligatory obese black woman character.
Yeah. Hello to Ash and Prism who's joined us, and you people as well. Hello.
Although, to be fair, her conversation with the phone call, it went on too long, but it was a little funny. I'll give it that. And Tim Meadows, again, was pretty funny in this episode.
Yeah. Is that who plays Adrian?
No, Tim Meadows is the black guy that calls everybody rude names.
Oh, like, yeah. That's like right.
Titties and Ginger Cool and, yeah.
His code name was Ivory, wasn't it, in the field in this episode?
Yeah, he has been the one sort of saving grace of the show for me.
Isn't he? It's sort funny. Of got a reputation. Is he the what? Is he in Grown Ups? Is he the what bloke?
He was. He from SNL. He's the ladies man.
I see. Well, I don't watch SNL. It's not a thing over here. So
it's a lady.
So they turn up just a bit too late, and Chris has already fucked off and he's taken his door. And then they find a note from Judo Master because you can see Cheeto dust on the paper. Do you know, I'm really envious. You guys in the States, you get this yellow paper and you can't get it for love nor money over here. Well, you can get it for money, but it's like £15 a pad. What? Considering these pads are about 99p in America, there's no way in hell I'm paying that much. Yeah, wait, daft money over here.
Why is it so expensive?
The yellow line
paper?
Classic stuff.
Yeah, but it's not a thing over here, you see.
That's the ramen noodles of notepads over here. 25 four for $1. Like, hey, if you want some, I'll send you a box, man. Like,
well, you can go to the 99-cent store and get 5 now, apparently.
Yeah.
Just saying.
All of the nice fancy paper here comes from England.
Really?
Yeah, all the nice stationery stuff and the cotton, linen.
Eaton.
Because I draw and I get all kinds of really nice paper. Yeah, the UK makes the best stuff.
Trad wife Sweeney says, yeah, the SNL black guy is excruciatingly absurd. So funny.
Okay, that profile picture is a little painful.
Yeah, that's why I've swapped over to Atoms. Oh, Destron comes out with a oldie but a goldie. There we go. I buy that for $1.
I'll buy that for $1.
Oh, do you know, they should have done a thing with Bixby Snyder and carried him on outside of RoboCop.
Should have, yeah.
It's not my problem as a real TV show.
Oh, that would have been great.
Wouldn't it? Anyway, Chris ends up in the other universe with Eagly. He's taken him with him. And apparently there's a big kaiju on the loose, so Keith comes to get Chris. And now they've got Eagly. And meanwhile, back in the original universe, Abadabadeo, if that's right, that's as close as I can get, reads out Chris's letter to the 11th Street Kids. Well, that's a fucking stupid name. So you've got Hardcore, you've got Adrian, Economos, and Abadabadeo. And in the new universe, there we go. He's got his dad over there. He's got his brother. He's got a flying bit of kit too. And Peacemaker, all with a little implausible jetpack. And look, there's Eagly too. And, poor old Adrian. Can't console himself. I thought he was really fucking weak as a character in this episode. It's like, why is he even there? It's like, he's the token fucking simp all of a sudden.
He hasn't done anything this entire season.
Yeah,
Season one, he was fucking amazing. Anybody want to call me out on that and tell me I'm full of shit?
Well, I do like the part where he says, "Don't worry, I never kill prostitutes. They have it rough enough as it is." Like,
yeah, but that was his only line in the show, basically.
Right. Well, none of the characters have been at all engaging this season. It's awful.
And yet again, this season feels just fucking all filler.
Yeah, his posture isn't engaging.
No.
He wrote a 2-hour movie and he had to fill it into an 8 to 10 episode story. But
there's 3 more fucking episodes of this shit. And you know, I have to sit through it on a Friday morning. I watch it while I'm at work. Because I can pause it, you see. So that's quite handy. Then I go, well, that bit was worthy. And that I was sat there with my pen and my notebook. And I was writing stuff down. I thought, what? All I kept thinking about, crap. In fact, 90% of what I wrote down was the word crap. Because it's all filler. Again, it just feels filler all the way.
2 major plot points. And the first one is there's another reality where everything's great. And the second one is Rick Flag Sr. wants to kill him. Those are the only 2 plot points.
Oh, there is another one as well. You've got the underlying tension between Harcourt and Bordeaux.
Yeah, but who cares? I'd still rather watch Adrian than her. Why she is the most insufferable. Like, God, why?
Is it just all it's all a bunch of tokens?
It's just James Gunn and his little quirky character things that he likes to fuck around with, but he's already past his prime when it comes to making, offbeat character humor.
And Jennifer Holland apparently.
Well,
I don't know. She's freaky. She like, fair enough. A certain amount of time has passed between season 1 and 2, but in season 1, she was like, I'd do that. And it's like she had some work done to her face because, she looks very different. It's like somebody's come along and given her the nose of Lou Ferrigno.
Oh, she's had a bunch of surgery over the last 10 years. If you go back and look at the photos, this isn't, but she had something major done between this one and the previous episode.
Shame she didn't have her tits done.
It's all Botoxy and,
it's like somebody turned around and said, look, you're getting a bit old now, love. Should have had me for this part. Hello, Mog. Nice to have you. Where's Meg? Somebody's come along and just talked to her on the sly and said, look, Jennifer, you're starting to look your age now, so maybe it's time, you had a bit of a flight to Korea, had a few injections and a nip and a tuck and come back. I think the agents have had a word. And it's like this as well, Abadabadabadeo, or whatever the fuck her name is. Can I just call it, it'd be rude to call her black chick. Anybody okay with that?
What, we're calling her black chick?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's fine.
I know. FBC. I'll stick with FBC. So FBC consoles Adrian, but she's like, look at this fucking honky. I've got to fucking have him slowing all over me. You can see the level of disgust in her face. But then again, next day,
like she's the one to be disgusted.
I think some time's passed between these 2 scenes because she looks incredibly obese here. And she looks like she's lost a fair amount of weight in this scene.
I don't think so.
Maybe it's the camera angle.
Maybe. Is it done on fucking IMAX just for her? So anyway, the 11th Street kids, whether that means something or not, they all get together. They're not happy at the fact that Chris might be happy now, so they want to fucking ruin it for him. So they all group together and fuck off and let Adrian's like, oh, well, yeah, we're going to go get Adrian, yeah. He's like the token, I don't know, speckle one. And they all go off to do it, and Economos is like, no, I don't want to do this because I'm too fat and fucking lazy. It's like, Economos is almost like a joke. He's like a parody of Gen X, I feel. It's like James Gunn's having a knock at us. We're the tired, can't be arsed generation.
Yeah,
know?
but that being said, he's the most interesting character in the show. Like,
How so?
He's got reasons and backstory for every way he is and what he behaves. But yeah, he is somewhat of a caricature of all of the trauma and ADHD and OCD and social anxiety of the Gen Yers or Gen Zers. Like,
Yeah.
he's got autism, he's got social anxiety disorder, he's got OCD.
Haven't we all now?
But
It's ubiquitous for modern day life in the 21st century.
I liked the exchange from the previous episode where Bordeaux goes, "They don't pay me to put up with your shit," and he goes, "That's exactly what they do, because I've got all these problems, but I'm still better than anyone else at what I do. So you are getting paid to put up with my shit," and that kind of stuff. And he even says it. If I just look someone in the eye, that's heroic to me. So I kind of have a little soft spot for this character. He was annoying as hell in season 1, but he's the only really likable thing in this season.
He was also pretty detestable in the movie, I thought. But I can't I can't watch Suicide Squad that much because there's a lot wrong with that film.
And he's the only one with a conscience. Like, he's the only actual good person. Everybody else, and like when Harcourt said we're getting Chris back, well, fuck you. You've treated him nothing like trash for the whole season. You know, how dare you? You don't have any right to go.
Exactly. It's like they don't want to see him happy. He has to be as miserable as the rest of them. All this season just seems to be one big analogy for depression.
I wanted to see the kaiju fight. They denied us.
Yeah.
What the hell?
The thing is, kaijus are big at the moment, and I think that's in part down to kaiju number 8, which I'm dying to review and can't keep getting round to doing it for some reason.
All the action in the show is off screen.
I like how the news felt they needed to put in the adjective murderous for kaiju.
Yeah. Well, like all mainstream media, there's more hyperbole than truth these days.
Yeah.
And then Chris turns up with kaiju jizz all over him.
Ooh.
And he's at Argus. And, you know, Harcourt's waited for him, and she actually scrubs up quite well, I thought.
It does show the actress has a little bit of range because she can play something other than an insufferable bitch girl boss.
Yeah. And there was another a shot associated with this. And I did have it, and I thought, I'll take it out because I was trying to keep file sizes down and be economic. Yeah, I'm trying to be economic with these reviews because they don't deserve the deeper dives that we normally do with other things. It's like these shows are giving us a half-arsed product, so why should we go full bore on reviewing them? Because the amount that I've picked is enough to feast on because it's crap.
I want to point out just how extraordinarily impressive it is for her to put on this facial expression given the amount of Botox that's on her face. Like, she clearly works out and is very strong. But for her to move her face that much with all the Botox in there, that's a pretty impressive thing.
She reminds me of somebody. I know the actor, and I can't remember his name. He played, Saul Goodman's brother in Better Call, not Better Call Saul.
Christopher Guest? Not Better Call
Oh,
Saul.
you know what I mean, though, don't you?
You mean the tall blonde guy, Lenny?
Yeah.
Oh
God, I forget. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, Christopher
she kind
Guest
of looks
is the other one.
No, she kind of looks like him in drag, like a young version of him. You know when he was in Short Circuit too, because he was the wannabe Flash Harry, wasn't he? Stroke eventual good guy, reluctant good guy. Oh fucking hell, what's his name? I can't remember. You know what I mean, though, don't you guys?
Mm-hmm.
He was the clown in Voyager, the sleep clown in Voyager. Oh, Warren and Bly says Kaiju number 8 is awesome. It is.
Michael.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
McKean.
There we go. Gamer's got it. That's what I was trying to say. She looks a bit like him in drag, but he's slightly better looking, which is really hard for me to fucking say. Thank you to everybody in the chat. What's that? Pot noodles worth of value? No, we don't do pot noodles on this channel. Z, what do we do? Pot what?
Pot knackers?
Pot knacker. It's all right. I think he's seized up. You got a bit fucking rusty or what, dude? Hello, Z. Oh, he's muted himself. He's gone for a wank, I think. Guest number 1, you're rather quiet tonight.
I'm waiting for you to cover a TV show that I actually dare watch. Or movie.
Well, you're out of luck, cause look where we're going next.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Why does Noah Hawley have to use an aspect ratio which is pretty much redundant on widescreen TVs?
Yeah, agreed.
Oh, we're doing Alien Earth now. What a bunch of shit.
Oh, are we already done with
Yeah, fuck it. I can't bear to go on. Tradawise Sweeney says Jennifer Holland is 37 years old. She's already hit the wall. Oh, God, she's having all that work done already. Jesus.
Oh, they started in their early 20s, man.
Oh, man.
She reminds me of, what's her face from Fantastic Four?
Jessica Alba?
No. The recent...
No, Vanessa Kirby.
That's yeah.
Thomas Dolby's hairpiece.
I want to remind everybody about the chick from The Boys, Erin something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Who's Starlight. She's had work done. She's had that buccal fat removal surgery and a good dose of Ozempic.
And she's pretty young, so...
Yeah, I forget her name. I don't understand why I can't remember these fucking names all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's Erin Moriarty, maybe?
That's it. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And she was born in 94. So
Christ, that is bad news.
You know, the 2020s is starting to beat the 80s for cosmetic surgery.
Yeah, but it's like it's become like McDonald's. It's fast food. It's like drive-through plastic surgery.
Yeah, it's just like CGI. You would think it would get better, but it's actually getting worse than it was in the past.
Anyway, that is the most unconvincing facehug. I know I said it last week, but for a start, its digits are far too fat and thick for a facehugger.
It doesn't have the spidery crab-like look that a
it doesn't.
Facehugger has. This looks like a kind of like a giant fist of a troll or Nosferatu,
well, it's just
reaching
saying,
out from under the bed.
It's just saying prop. Prop.
Yeah.
Now, Gamer said last week it just looks like it looks like a baseball glove from Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah. Now, how did he get the body from the secure lab into his room when he can't lift it without the help of his friend?
Air vents. He slid him around in air vents. It was a callback to Newt.
Yeah, but he can't. He's not. He says he's not strong enough to do it by himself. That's why he needs his friend to help.
Yeah, but he's only 3 doors down, so that's fine.
Yeah, but these are supposed to be like super strong, advanced androids that are.
Yeah.
True.
They must have been designed to be retarded because what's the point? He says that you're in a supercomputer brain and you might discover faster than light travel. This guy can't even discover his pubic hair, man.
Yeah, true. Thing is, I didn't know this character was last week. Fair enough, he's been with the show since the beginning, but I now know his name's Arthur because the Indian kid and the black kid in Robot Bodies, all they did was keep going, Arthur.
Yeah.
That was the entire stretch of the dialogue. So anyway, we've got the young xenomorph, what came from Marcy's brother's lung. That was a good concept, wasn't it? Let's grow it. Let's put a tadpole in a lung. And that just did it for me. The xeno embryo was never, ever described as a fucking tadpole. And that's what they made it. And I just thought, jump the shark there and then. Because Wendy's trying to escape with her brother and the ginger one who's gone a bit nutty. She's not taken well to being in a robotic body.
That woman is so annoying.
And she's freaky deaky in the face too, bless her. It's not her fault.
They erased her memory, and they didn't tell anybody else they were doing it. So the first thing that happens is everybody tells her what just got erased. And she's right back where she started from.
Yeah, and she's gone straight back to on a first class ticket to fucking Crazy Town. So Wendy, aka Marcy, has this special ability. She can access all the systems in the Prodigy network just by thought alone. So she opens the pen, holding the xenomorph as a distraction. So her, the ginger one, who I can't fucking remember her name, because they're all, they've given themselves names from Peter Pan, and I've never seen it, and I don't want to be fair. All I know is the sort of half-decent one, the strangely sexy version of Linda Cardellini. I know that one, and that's about it, because she's Wendy. So she creates a distraction so they can get out. Meanwhile, Kirsch confronts these two. The Indian kid who's got Arthur face hugged so he can give a specimen tomorrow. And he aids him. He says, well, I think you'd be better off taking that side elevator. It's a bit quieter there. Why don't you, jog on that way? That just does not look like a face hugger. The one on John Hurt in the first one, which was designed by, built by Carlo Rambaldi, that was just a sublime work of art. Because it was so fucking alien to use a pun. The first time I saw the facehugger on Kane's face, it was like shit. And I'm like, ugh. It even repulsed me. It was that good.
But it had that kind of that distinctive jaundiced sort of look about it, didn't it? Which was made it look more alien. And it stood out against the background as a different color, whereas this is just blending into everything.
But I know what it is now.
Because it looks crocheted. I said that last week.
No, it's an AI hand.
And before you took this slide, you had Slumdog Millionaire and
Dev Patel
and Timu Ice Cube like Keystone copping it around the corridors, bumping into shit, bumbling around. Like you have all this high-tech security and guards and running around. It looked like a Three Stooges skit.
I didn't want to include that because it was so fucking farcical. Because they turned around a corner and you've got guys there with pulse rifles, and they're like, "Ooh!" back round the corner, and they did it in such a it was just so cartoonish, but done and executed like they tried too hard to make it look good, and it kind of failed for them.
Yeah, you have Dev Patel and Kmart Bernie Mac just bumbling around the fucking...
Bloody hell, are you writing these down? You're shooting them out like fucking nobody's business.
All of this is farcical, though. The whole show, it's just like they set the body down, they look around, they look back, and everything's gone. They didn't hear, they didn't see, none of the guards running around. And of course, you don't just get up after the face hugger leaves. You stay unconscious for a little bit. But not
there's a 2-hour gap, and then you've got an hour left. Apparently, from attack to birth, it should be a total of 13 hours.
Yeah, I heard that.
And that is canon. That is canon. That's canonical fact.
And you also have to eat because you are starving because the embryo has
taken that much out of your body. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So he wakes up and he's just fine. He's not even hungry. He's alert. He's still nice. He knows they're lying to him. Here we go.
And yet again, that doesn't follow suit. I mean, it drops out of a tree, and they've tried too much to make it look like a vagina.
It really does look like a toy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It would.
When they die, the proboscis normally it becomes. I don't know how that proboscis works. There's not enough space, in there for it to
contract like a spider.
Yeah, but if you had a vagina in your hand, that would be awfully convenient. Like,
very handy.
It's very
anyway. Moving swiftly on.
Bargain bin.
Yeah, Arthur gets up and he's like, "What happened?" "Oh, I don't know." "Oh, well, something went off and Johnny Five is being beside himself on his own now." "Oh dear, never mind, Arthur. We can start a shop together." There we go. That's the racism for tonight. Tradwife says, "Leg vagina." Atom Gray says, "Oysters, anyone?" Yes, they did use oysters in the original facehugger in the autopsy scene. Ridley Scott said he sent somebody down the fish market, and that kind of put me off all that shit for life. Mm-hmm. And Paul Dutch Dicko, lowering the bar because he's a world of sport. We love you. Says labia leftovers. Ugh, gross. Ooh. So anyway, Arthur's like, "Oh, what happened?" "Oh, well, you nodded off, but we saved you." He doesn't look like a dollar store Bernie Mac there. Do you know what he looks like? A young, slightly less fat Al from Die Hard. I want a Twinkie. Give
Or
me
he-
a Twinkie, white man. You got a fucking Twinkie? There we go. I morphed that from sounding legible to something else because I didn't want to be racist. So down on the beach, oh, it's all kicking off. Oh dear, what are you been doing? It wasn't that bad, but obviously it was. So he starts birthing a chest burster, and this is the most unconvincing chest burster scene I've ever seen.
And he promised us everything was going to be okay, and now it's not okay, and I don't know he promised us.
You racist motherfucker.
Yeah,
Thank you. Come again.
That's culturist.
Yeah.
But I think, you know what? Aliens don't work in the daytime, man. It's just none of that stuff, you know, when it's fully lit and bright, none of it works.
Agreed.
Alien is a nighttime thing, you know.
Yeah, it's a creature of darkness. It has to be born in darkness. It needs darkness for it to be worked. Otherwise, you get what I call bias. Does anybody remember what bias stands for? Bloke in a suit. That's all it becomes, a bloke in a suit.
See, it would
So
work.
anyway.
Sometimes the xenomorph would look good in a lit environment with very stark light, like a med bay or something like that. A very clinical med bay background.
Like Spaceballs.
Yeah, I mean, it would have to be very, 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 very fleeting glimpses of it, though. The editing would have to be on point because you can't have long, lingering shots of the things. It has to be very sort of sharp cuts.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just get shown everything, and then it loses its mystery, and it's game's over.
Yeah, you need them fast jump cuts, don't you, to keep that pace of the scene. But Arthur didn't even convulse. He just like, oh no, what's happening? Oh, my t-shirt's got a stain on it. Did you have a jelly donut? No. And then it just starts coming out, and it just looked laughable. That's coming out of his fucking stomach, not where his heart is.
And it was funny the way it hobbles off into the bushes, man. It really was.
You're fucking spoiling it. Stop giving it away. You need to just progress with it. And then he's looking at it. Nobody in the history of the franchise is like, apart from John Hurt when he went, oh no, not again. Is this a callback to Spaceballs, I wonder?
Yeah.
It looks like it's
gravy. It's supposed to be good.
Coming out of a chocolate
Look at that
cake.
Yeah.
Hello, my rag.
It's supposed to be red, right?
It's a tiny xenomorph stripper coming out of a cake.
Yeah. But he's looking at it. Then all of a sudden, he's dead. And then it chuffs off.
Yeah, these guys don't act like $1 trillion super robots. They are idiots.
They act like a bunch of fucking spanners. So we get that scene, which was in the first ever trailer, the first ever teaser trailer of these guys coming up out of the water. And at one point they were saying, oh yeah, it's all happening in a fjord in Norway. But no, it's in Thailand. This is pretty much the same neck of the woods where the man with the golden gun was shot. And then we get fucking Boy Cavalier, the guy I'd smash his face in. I'm just waiting for Vivian to just fucking kill him. Do not lean out of the window. So anyway, he's obsessed with the eyeball sheep, who's looking a bit rotten at this stage.
It's tentacles.
And he's obsessed, and he said, you know, all intelligent creatures in society, in civilizations, know what this is. So he writes the formula for pi down. And then he gets it, and it's like banging its hoof down and giving the next two numbers. And he says, I want this in a human. He says, Adrian Emma says, I'll go and do a list now for you, sir. And he's like, no, it's all right. I've already got somebody in mind. Do you know who I think he wants to implant this into? Wendy's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you notice the old guy's like, I'll make you a list and make sure that I am not.
Old guy? It's Adrian Edmondson.
But listen, no, the people, they don't know what pi is if they don't read Roman fucking numeral, if they don't read Arabic numerals. Like they wouldn't. They should have. It just shows you how stupid and unthought out the writing is.
There's only two kinds of pie I like: cherry pie and hair pie.
If he had just put dots on his thing, 3 dots and then 1 dot.
How's a sheep know what a fucking 3, a 1, and a 4 is for a start, or a decimal point?
Well, he's not a sheep. He's tentacles.
But
hero
to understand the basis of mathematics from a human's point of view, you would need a human mind because it accesses the mind of some variety. Franco says that's Aid Edmondson. Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah,
Do
but
not lean out of the window.
He's already been in a human mind. He was in the guy that attacked.
On
Xenomorph.
the engineer from the Maginot, but and he was just he wasn't very conversant. So your mileage may vary. And then we get this, a callback to a pulse rifle, and the pulse rifle wasn't around in this era. Because that's a full-on M41A pulse rifle. Just look at it. The under and over 10mm explosive tip caseless. Feel the weight.
It's exactly the M41A.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And that wasn't around this wasn't around in 2018. It's 2020, sorry, 2120. This was not around. The first model of the M41A came out around 2138.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't invented by Weyland-Yutani at all. They
forgot that Alien 2 is 57 years or 59 years in the future. Yeah.
Well, this was an ongoing product. This had been a long-standing product within the Colonial Marines. So anyway, these aren't the people who came up out of the water on the beach. This is Boy Cavalier's own personal security. So anyway, they catch Wendy and her brother and the ginger one trying to escape, and she does a do. She does a one man and a dog routine, and she's like giving it all that shit. And then we get this, which I thought was the worst fucking CGI. This made Alien 3 look less like a Jeremy Beadle home movie now.
Oh, wow.
Oh, just look at that. That just looks shit. At least they got the perspective right.
I don't mind Alien 3's director's cut. I thought they managed to salvage something from what they had. So
the assembly cut, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, it just goes, and it's a different colour, and they're trying to make out it's like that because it's a juvenile. But why has this not gone into a wall vagina like the one that we had in Romulus?
On the Nostromo, he went to a full-grown alien from the chestburster in a matter of hours. He's not juvenile.
Yeah. So there's no, varying stages of development. And then she's cuddling the fucking thing. Oh, let me just wipe this bit of blood off. You'll be all right. And then she whistles it. And then she whistles and tells it to hide but follow.
There's already people online shipping them, Wendy and the alien. They're gonna have alien xenomorph sex.
Is shipping even still a fucking thing online? Jesus.
Yeah, if you're delusionally insane.
God. We were doing that in the early 2000s, and everybody said, it's enough now. It's boring. But no, they've had to bring it back. And this made me laugh. They managed to catch... This is the Xeno that came out of Arthur. And they caught it. No trouble whatsoever. Huh? So anyway, the bad guys from Weyland-Yutani have taken the two robotic idiots, Dumb and Fuck, which are their new designations. And they've gone into this outbuilding, and then tough shit. Kirsch turns up with a very well-armed contingent of soldiers, and he's like, "Come along, boys, you've been naughty." Oh well. So he's watched all this develop. He knew what was going off, and he knew Morrow was behind it all, and he just wanted to get one over and just fuck him over.
But what would he have done if Arthur hadn't have died and they reached the beach with the face hugger intact? They just would have grabbed him and left. Yeah,
but Kirsch has seen AVP and AVP too, so he knows, that it's out the fucking window, basically. So anyway, the trio of Dumb, Dumb and Dumber get on a boat, and they're in for a shock because everybody's waiting for them. This has all been one gigantic setup from the beginning. Kirsch has circumvented everything. But there's a good bit here where the freaky ginger one, she grabs hold of this dude and just fucking rips his... She does a rusty nail on him. Does anybody know Rusty Nail in this context?
No.
Is that from Hellraiser?
No. Anybody seen... And there's a film called Roadkill over here, but it's actually called Joyride in the States. Paul Walker's in it.
Oh,
Steve Zahn and what's her name? Lily Sobieski or whatever.
Grace Sobieski? Or
no, Lily.
Okay, yeah.
It's about they're on a road trip back home from college, and they get a CB installed, and they start winding a trucker up, and it's called Rusty Nail, and it backfires horribly for them because this Rusty Nail's a bit of a serial killer, and he just rips people's jaws off. It's a good film. One of the first ones Steve Zahn was in, and then he kind of flourished as being like the plucky sidekick in a lot of movies, like that one with Matthew McConaughey. What was it called? Desert?
Sahara, was it?
Oh, I can't remember. But it was a good Sahara. That was it. That had so much potential, and it didn't become a thing, did it? Really? Let me stick the comments on the screen. Because I can't do several things at once. No naughtiness, guys. You know the score. You can be a little bit cheeky, a little bit rude, but nothing too offensive.
No, I gave up after episode 5 of this, so
I'm not surprised.
It. But is the message here, if you transition kids into something they're not, they could become irrationally violent?
Maybe so. Well, the brother is quite wise because Wendy's just about to whistle her pet alien. Because every kid wants a pet Xeno for Christmas.
It's a dog now, isn't it?
He's like, maybe we don't murder a bunch of guys just doing their fucking jobs.
Yeah, but it's going to backfire horrendously.
Yeah, well, they get murdered anyway.
Well, we know where this is all going. Miss Yutani's going to take off and nuke the entire site from orbit, just to be sure. That's got to be coming. So anyway, the crazy ginger one, she gets zapped. And it's a brother what's done it. Doesn't it? Right, this is for the English contingent. Doesn't he look like a young Del Tarrant?
Yes.
Yeah, he does. You're right. I thought there was something about him.
It looks a bit Stephen Pacey for my liking. Hey, there we go. Swappers has turned into Vivian. Now, if you can all look at Swappers Avi, right? That's Atom Ines, but in a younger role he played over here in The Young Ones. If you've ever seen The Young Ones, he played Vivian Bastard. That was his name.
Yeah, it's like the TV. It's like the kettle would rather die than be used.
Oh, God, you sound just like a typical American doing an English accent. We all don't live down south, mate. We've all got different varying accents in the country,
Yeah, but I'm trying to do Nigel. Who's always just sounding sad.
Here's one for you. Just go, hey up, you bastard. Go on, try that.
I don't really have that one in my.
Hey up, you bastard. There we go.
There you go.
No, you didn't even fucking try it. Come on.
Hey up, you bastard.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What the fuck was that?
That was
Help, you bastard. You sound like James Mason in Spring and Port Wine. I'll tell thee what, lass. They'll be having that for the tea tomorrow. And every other meal.
James Mason and Young Ones would have been amazing.
Yeah, that was Nigel. That was Nigel doing whatever accent.
Are you on about Nigel, the fucking parrot out of Rio?
No, Nigel the guy on The Young Ones.
You mean Neil?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Neil. Sorry.
Does anybody know where the toilets are?
Right, when the kettle commits suicide because he was trying to make tea, and he goes, it's like the teapot would rather die than be used by me.
I don't know. You kind of sound a bit Spinal Tap.
True.
Well, that would make sense. 90% of my British accent listening comes from Spinal Tap.
Oh no.
Or
now Z's become Eddie Hitler. You gotta love the characters.
You bastard!
And he wasn't he an Eddie as well in Filthy Rich and Catflap? It was Eddie Catflap.
Yeah.
Oh, that would in one episode of Filthy Rich and Catflap where Richie Rich goes to the BBC. Did anybody remember what were behind the executive from the BBC?
Oh.
There were two men in Federation guard suits. And when I mean Federation, I mean the Terran Federation from Blake 7. You don't remember that?
I do.
Oh, apparently the helmet to make one of those is exceedingly expensive. It's a potholing helmet. So anyway, Wendy loses her shit at her brother, and she's like, "Why? Why would you do this?" And Ginger Robo, she's fucked now. She's off warranty. She was like, and then there was the pet Xeno waiting in the bushes, and it kind of like it fucked off and did its own thing. But it doesn't even look like a xenomorph, does it? It's weird. I've never seen one that mottled.
It's giving Mexican Day of the Dead.
Oh,
it's no day here, eh?
They wanted to give it some golden retriever vibes, me and my pet alien.
Does it have to go through a molting stage yet? Maybe
it's already gone past that because this is doing growing stages, which I think is a bit of a metaphor for these robo kids because they're having to grow and develop into these new bodies, and they're not doing a very good job of it really because they're pretty fucking piss poor, if you ask me. In fact, I want to take the chat off because somebody's put the word Hitler. YouTube doesn't mind me saying it, but Z, I just made you all big on screen and then you took it off.
Oh, I like taking it off.
Hey up, you bastard. Get it back on.
Hey, that was your mod that put that word in the chat.
Really? Which one?
Franco.
Oh, well, he's allowed.
He doesn't know.
Franco is allowed. He gets a pass. I've got a lot of time for Franco.
Yeah, see, I figure he knew it was safe.
Yeah, it's all right, Franco. You don't have to apologise. This show's fucked anyway.
Have you ever
That's why it's Friday night shite. It goes beyond the limits. We don't care. We could sort of skirt around. Like I say, we were rimming around a subject earlier and ended up in a black hole. And it was Bonnie Blues. Oh, God. Right, just going back onto Bonnie Blue, because I've pretty much done talking about fucking Alien Earth because it's a shit show. Right? How many pushes did these guys get? Did they all get 6 apiece, was it?
They've got someone standing next to her counting or something.
Yeah, apparently you got 6 pushes and then you had to pull out for the next guy.
Oh,
That's how she did so many men in so much time.
Do they all have to wrap up before they go in?
It's hardly worth the waiting in line, man. That's just...
Would you stand in line with your dick out and having somebody else's dick about an inch away from your arsehole in the queue?
Do they have one of those?
I wouldn't.
Like cutouts at the start of the queue where it says you must be this high.
Your penis must be this big to ride.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even shake her hand without.
Nobody did.
A hazmat suit. Are you kidding? Like,
no, there's no way on earth I'd want to put my dick in that. To be fair, I'm married, so I should be. Well, I'm starved for it anyway. But what kind of a person does that? I know they say a standing dick has no conscience, but what kind of a person would actively want to take part in that kind of scenario?
well, there's a reason most of them wear masks.
well, I don't understand this generation at all anyway.
Yeah, but this is not a new thing. These gangbangs have been all over rum websites for years anyway.
Well, I've always questioned my belonging on planet Earth. That's why I'm into sci-fi.
Oakley-dokley. So, yeah, it's just absolutely absurd why anybody would want to have any form of intimate contact with somebody who... and her boyfriend was there. What a cook.
Yeah, there's a masculine alpha male for you right there.
What kind of a bloke stands there and watches the missus get ploughed by a whole strew of bizarre men and weird penises? And
An
6 pushes.
Simp.
What kind of a person does that just for 6 pushes?
Just to say you've been there? I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
it's like going to fucking Wigan. We can all say we've been there,
Yeah.
but you don't want to admit to it. You know what I mean?
No, not at all.
it's a good way to identify people that are completely broken and no longer belong in society, though.
True.
Thing is, it to me, in my mind, it's like seeing a Mexican hooker passed out in a dumpster and a bunch of tramps queuing up to have a go, and you get in line. Anybody ever see the movie Street Trash?
No.
It's
No.
kind of like that. That is a great B movie. It's a borderline trauma movie, I think.
Is it what, American?
Yeah.
It's
got Fat Pat Thingamabob in it. Oh God, what's his name? Fat Pat. He was in all the trauma movies, and he was in Mannequin as well as the hot dog vendor. Oh, Fat Pat Ryan, that was it. He was in most of the trauma movies. He was in Class of Nukem High and whatnot. I think he was either the manager of the nuclear plant or he was the mayor. And he was denying there was any nuclear waste in Nukem High. That is such a bad shit film. It's so good. It's that bad. It's funny.
I think there's nuclear waste in her vagina.
Oh,
It's beyond that. It's like, it's like the ooze what created the turtles came out of her tuppence.
The Turtles, the band?
No.
Oh God, does that mean Matt Murdock got it on his face?
Yeah, he's been in Devil's Kitchen.
Oh, it's the same ooze.
Yeah.
Hey Franco,
God.
I didn't mean to rat you out. I was just.
Oh, it's all right.
Sorry,
We're all friends here. It doesn't matter. As long as we've got rid of the problem people. They went early on, thankfully, because there were a few skirting around, and they didn't get the way. I purposely kept them a little bit at arm's length for a reason, and it paid dividends because they showed their true colours, and they're no longer here. Atom says. I always do. Oh, I've got the right one. He says, Street Trash is crazy. It is, but it's a great film. Franco says, I love Street Trash. Oh, Franco says, it's a melt movie. It probably is. I tend not to watch it because there's like a bit of a weird coincidence. I always seem to have some interaction with my ex-wife after watching that movie, so I tend to not watch it. It's there in the DVD cabinet. And there it shall stay until I'm dancing firmly on my ex-wife's grave.
Ooh.
Not bitter at all. Anyway, would somebody like to see a trailer? I've got a cool trailer for everybody.
Sure,
Yes, please.
Because it's Friday. It is a B-sides night, kids.
Yeah.
B-Sides has movies so good, it makes you want to kick your TV.
Except I don't think they're on Rumble anymore, considering the recent events of Rumble, dry fucking Atom Grey. And have you not heard about it?
No.
Oh.
I don't hear about anything.
No, Rumble is severely shit on B-sides.
Wow.
Yeah.
They were their only, like,
something cracked off.
That gave them a chance at first.
Well, yeah, there is that.
What the hell, man?
Gamer stuck a link in for B-sides later on tonight. I don't watch B-sides. I have to re-rub because it's a little bit late for me because it gets too late. Obviously, I have long days, especially on Fridays. I mean, I do try and get a bit of a sleep in now. Smilex said, have a couple of hours, you'll be fine. So I'm taking his advice. Thank you to Gamers for sticking the links on. Oh, Atom says, we're still there for now. I am surprised considering. And the thing is with Rumble, right, it's paid to play. If you want to stream on Rumble, you have to pay for the privilege.
What?
Yeah.
No, I don't pay.
Yeah. You sure? So how come I was paying $10 a month? Or did I just get sucked in?
No,
yeah,
I
pretty much.
multi-stream from EV-Mux, so it goes to YouTube, Rumble, Kick, and Odyssey.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
is Odyssey still a thing?
The Wayfarer Project isn't popular on Rumble, but it streams there. And
I found Rumble exceedingly hard work. It's like you try really hard, but I think, like I say, pay to play. There are larger entities on there with larger crowds, and they've got larger wallets. So Rumble says, "Oh, I tell you what, guys." We'll put everybody else to one side. It's not a level playing field by any stretch of the imagination. And, I like a fair shake a lot in life. And Rumble is not a fair economy.
Yeah, there isn't organic growth there, but B-Sides is lucky because they have a strong family, and
well, we love B-Sides.
Everyone loves B-Sides. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to. I don't want to know what tonight's film is, and I haven't I haven't checked out. Like I say, B-Sides is my Saturday morning guilty pleasure. Bacon sandwich, pot of coffee, and the vape, and I get several hours to myself, and I indulge. I get it to start my weekend in a good way. Looking forward to B-Sides tonight now.
yeah.
Ooh,
well,
what's this? Atom says, we only can get donations on Rumble, so with if you guys can help B-Sides out in any shape, way, or form, that's why I'm going to stick this banner on too, because we all need help from time to time. And I always said, I'm not going to rattle the tin and I'm not going to do this, that, and the other. But after streaming for as long as I have now, I understand it's a very expensive hobby. And this isn't kind of a hobby for me because, well, it is, but I don't know. I've kind of gone all in.
Mm-hmm.
But I've done it for me, not to make money, obviously. But any support is appreciated. And when I do get the odd bit of support, it's like, wow, people really do care. And people have been really, really supporting and getting behind the channel. Thank you to Melv who gave us a pot knacker tonight.
Yeah,
and there's a shocker as well. When somebody pays you off an Apple device on here,
they take 30%.
They do. So you've got YouTube taking the 30%.
Oh, wow.
Then you've got Apple taking another 30%. So somebody donates you £100, you only come away with 40.
Oh man, I forgot.
30% of 100, so it's like 70, and then 30% of 70, which is another 21 taken off, so it's actually 49.
I forgot about the Apple tax.
Well, I'm glad you're pedantic enough to work that out. I'm just giving the broader strokes.
Yeah, I got to start using my Android because I've forgotten all about the Apple tax. That's really horrible.
Yeah.
And, Rumble just didn't crush Adam's hopes. They made sure to raise his hopes really high.
Oh, yeah.
They cruelly dashed them.
That was fucking downright cruel what they did. Yeah. Atom Gray says, bless you, Trev. We're having a TV party on tonight's episode.
Yeah, I haven't been hanging out for B-Sides lately because of my work, and I need to get back into hanging out live. I'm going to try to do it tonight for at least an hour.
Hello to a few other people in the chat who've joined us today, like Snorter Paputus Cuba. We discussed that last week, didn't we? About screen names and the like.
Snort's the other polar bear.
Yeah. And Wayfarer, I've got to hand it to your missus, Psyche Electro Acoustic Opera Company. That just sounds so cool. It sounds so cool. Eloquent.
Well, that was the name of our group when we were performing in Miami. It was basically electroacoustic music along with lighting show, mapped video, and it was just a sensory experience. It was great.
We had we used to be in a punk band, and our name was a self-fulfilling prophecy. We were called Get the Fuck Off. I kid you not.
So did you get off?
We were booed off a hell of a lot because we were shit. Yeah. It kind of reminds me now, I've just had a fucking flashback to Kirk Thatcher in Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home, with the whole bus scene where he's that punk.
Oh, yeah.
And then he had the cheek to come back and do it in Picard Season 2.
Oh, God.
But he was a total fucking rainbow flag. Thank you, Franco. He's chucked me a pot knacker. Oh, look at that, £2 for a pot knacker. Thank you, mate. That is so generous. That's 2 pot knackers tonight. We can eat swappers.
Oh, Christ almighty.
One more, and then Z gets a bite too. Thank you, Franco.
Need to eat.
Yeah, but surely you need to top up that lube. Surely that must exhaust you, exuding that much fluid.
Well, he's got to keep Uncle Owen fed in the basement.
Where do you think all that blue harvest comes from? Oh, that's just giving me a flashback to that tit scene in. God, what was the second one called?
I think we all want to forget that one.
What was the one with fucking Skywalker and he doesn't give a shit? Is it The Last Jedi? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
God.
Oh, fucking them film. Oh, God. It's a shame we haven't got Ruin on. He'd love to talk about that episode.
Well, Swappers has been replacing that.
He has indeed. In fact, I know there's a certain lieutenant on a Star Destroyer who sounds a lot like me doing a posh voice. Hey, Swappers.
Yeah, if you listen close enough, then you'll probably pick it up. Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Did you process it? Did you process it at all to make me sound like an alien?
No, but I will do next time. It's a good idea.
No, don't. Let me be me.
Unless you can do an alien voice anyway. As standard.
I can.
I don't need to put a filter on.
Apparently, I sound like not Sebulba. What's hey, Annie,
What
you're
the-
all grown up.
The Jewish guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how you doing? I sold your mom. She's getting it up the bum.
She loves it.
She loves it. She loves it. She loves it. Which reminds me, we're doing Gotcha soon. But we've had a change of plans because Robert Redford sadly passed away. So to honour him, I thought we'd do sneakers on the next Just Great Movies.
Good one.
Oh, it's a great cast. You got River Phoenix, he's dead. Robert Redford, he's no longer with us. He's no longer using oxygen. But you got a great cast. You got Dan Aykroyd. You got Mary Thingamabob from Battlestar Galactica Redux. What's her name? I forgot her name now. Mary McDonald.
Yeah.
I like Mary McDonald. She was so hot. Why have you got an egg salad sandwich?
It's a pot knacker sandwich.
Oh,
Oh, Eggy Cleft, my favourite.
it looks like an egg salad sandwich, to be fair. I guess you've got to be close up to see it.
It looks like a cheese sandwich, a triple-decker cheese sandwich to me.
No, that I don't know.
It's pot knacker, man.
And I'm really disappointed. The one thing of American culture I wanted to take off here, two things actually, and they didn't at all. And they become obscuro items over here now. And that's root beer, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I remember my first root beer. Petbridge Farm remembers.
You're like Nog.
So
What? I've got a fake leg.
What, a
No,
DS9?
Nog loves root beer.
or
I
a
love
good
root beer.
or a good sarsaparilla, which is like the original.
Yeah, there's a root beer stroke sarsaparilla on the market over here, but it's Australian, which is weird.
That's two of the things I miss from the States as well, root beer and cornbread.
Do you know what I really, really like, but you don't get it over here, and when you do get it over here, it's not good. Potato salad.
Well, you
My-
can.
Yeah.
My aunt in Ohio does the most amazing, there's no Cool Whip in it, most amazing potato salad.
You can make both of those really easily, though. Like especially cornbread, man. It's like
Yeah, but
four
you've got
things.
different, the ingredients that we can get here
Yeah.
are not representative of what you get over there because
Exactly.
the EU and the UK, we have very stringent laws on what can be put into foods. In fact, there's a lot of stuff in the UK can't be sold in Canada. Do you know Iron
Yeah.
Brew is illegal in Canada? So is Marmite.
Wow.
I would think your ingredients would be higher quality than
They
Yeah,
are.
because you guys banned pesticides at least.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Somebody's out to kill all the bees off. I wonder why.
Well, I don't mean that. I mean,
But
yeah.
A certain gentleman in Redmond. Is it Redmond, Washington?
so you're saying you like the chemicals? Yeah. Microsoft's in Redmond.
Oh,
Oi!
yeah.
Brian says fuck Canada. They're not a real country anyway.
So you like the chemicals and pesticides and stuff in cornbread?
Yeah, makes it taste better.
Okay.
Well, I'll put it this way: I like the ingredients more that go into it when I'm in the States than I do in the UK.
Well, you can grow organic corn.
no, they're saying they want the industrial kind.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
makes it taste better.
Oh, yeah. Cornbread is good. I like cornbread.
Oh.
And I tell you what, I've tried making collard greens over here.
Oh,
And you just can't. Closest thing we get over here, what you can do it with, is winter cabbage. But you just can't get it how, like soul food way.
yeah,
You
that's
just can't
why-
get it like that.
Yeah, my wife does that. She does collard greens with bacon.
Oh man.
Well, you
Yeah.
need to make those from slavery. So go and find.
Trust you. You killed the stream.
Mm,
Those bloody
slavery.
Yanks have done it again, boys.
I'll tell you something else as well. You can't get a good cheesesteak in the UK. Not at all.
Well,
Anywhere.
give me your address. I'll send you a bag of cornmeal. It can't be.
Oh, I think you're going to send us a Philly cheesesteak.
Cornmeal will ship. I'm not sure. Like a sandwich will do travel.
I don't have to be careful of Trump's tariffs. I wanted to order something from Cincinnati, some radio parts. Everybody loves a PL259. Points to you if you know what a PL259 is.
Did you get them from WKRP?
No. How many of those guys are left now? Is Herb still alive?
No, I think they're all.
Howard Hessman?
Lonnie was the one of the last ones, right?
So Lonnie Hansen. So have they all gone now then? So WKRP is off the air now.
I haven't entirely checked. It's been out for a while.
I'm sure Howard Hessman's still alive.
Gifts are exempt from tariffs, so if I just send you a bag, it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
Really?
Man. And the weird thing is, if you send that over to us, we would still have to pay for the Royal Mail to handle it, to take it off a fucking plane or whatever, and then tax VAT on the top of that based on how much it is.
Well, it's more valuable once they take it off the plane.
Gamer says Tim Reed is alive. No, I thought he was in Barney Miller.
Howard Hessman died in 22.
Yeah, but Tim Reed wasn't in WKRP. He was in Barney Miller. I'm sure he was. Was Tim Reed in WKRP as well? Barney Miller. I used to love Barney Miller. That's the reason I learned to play bass guitar.
That show is very funny, and I think you can get the first several seasons.
Are they available?
Yeah, they came out about 10 years ago because.
Oh wow!
To call for. I don't know how many. I know at least the first 4 were released, and they were going to release more of them as time.
I used to love the Jeffersons as well when I was a kid.
Yeah, so I have seasons 1 through 4 on DVD.
Oh,
Tim Reed is listed on the cast for WKRP in Cincinnati.
Really?
As Venus Flytrap.
As well as being one of the main cast members of Barney Miller. Mm-hmm. Bizarre.
Gary Sandy, Jan Smithers, Richard Sanders, and Tim Reed are still alive.
Bloody hell.
So Lonnie Hessman and Gordon Jump have passed.
Oh.
There's hope for us yet.
So which one played Herb?
All right, let me look that.
Oh, Ron Glass was in Barney Miller, not Tim Reed. Oh, yeah, I know Ron Glass was in there because he went on to be in Firefly, didn't he, as Shepard?
Ron is awesome.
Herb was played by Frank Bonner.
And obviously he's passed. I used to love his loud pants. He used to dress really loud, didn't he? The old 70s suits. Franco says Jan Smithers was mega hot. Yes, I agree. Pepperidge Farm remembers. I'm going to call it at past, guys, but it's been a cracking stream tonight. 2 pot knackers. Well impressed.
Delicious.
I know. And then Istophobos did a triple-decker pot knacker sandwich. I love it.
Can I make a quick public service announcement?
If you make it quick.
Yeah, so I've been watching Terminalist Dark Wolf, and it has been amazingly awesome through the first 5 episodes. Episode 6 shit the bed and ruined everything that came before it. Don't waste your time.
Oh, no way.
Oh, fuck.
The writing, it caught up with himself. The bad, man, it's just retarded. I cannot believe how this thing took a dive. I'm not even going to bother watching the last one. It's just that shit. So
gold.
I'm disappointed like Last Jedi disappointed.
No way.
That bad.
No.
Yeah.
Just a quickie. If you want to just check out this link, Wayfarer says, please join us for Babylon 5 on Earworms this coming Sunday. Looking forward to that. I'll give you a retweet when I remember tomorrow. And Gamers put on Join B-Sides, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 a.m. in the UK, and you get to watch our very own Smilex doing his bit to keep the English flag flying. Right, we've got less than 30 seconds, so I'm going to start wrapping up. So thank you, Wayfarer Project. Thank you for joining us tonight. Always a blast, my friend.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Z3PO's our favourite rusty old cockbot. Thank you, mate. and on that note, Mr. Phobos, thank you for joining us.
Cheers.
And also guest number 1, Swappers. Thank you, mate.
Thank you, mate.
And I'll see everybody this coming Tuesday on Just Great Movies for the amazing, the awesome Sneakers. I love it.